Yo, what's up guys? It's Noah here, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about a couple NFL player props I like on Prizepicks this week for the NFL playoff games. For this weekend, we have 6 total playoff games this week for the wild card round. We got 2 games on Saturday, we got 3 games on Sunday, and then we have a game on Monday night. So 6 total games this weekend should be a lot of fun. I'm excited for the NFL playoffs to be here. Always love watching these playoff games, and obviously I wanted to share some Prizepicks plays I like with you guys, some plays I'll be running for these playoff games. So I got 3 total picks that I'm going to give out in this video. I have a play that I like from each day. So I have a play I like for the Saturday games, for the Sunday games, and then I do have a play that I like in the Monday night games. So we're going to talk through these 3 plays like we always do, guys. We're going to share why I like them. Before we do get started with the breakdown though, as always, if you guys do enjoy these Prizepicks videos, if they do help you out, please hit that like button down below. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you have not yet. And also, if you guys are new to Prizepicks, if you have not checked out Prizepicks yet, you can sign up with my promo code Noah. You will get your first deposit matched up to $100 when you do sign up with my promo code. Definitely check out Prizepicks if you guys have not yet. But we'll talk through the 3 plays I like this week. Hopefully we can hit all 3 of these plays. Hopefully NFL treats us better than NBA has lately. NBA's been so brutal these last few days. Just been a super rough stretch, but I'm excited for NFL this weekend. Hopefully, we can get on track with some NFL this week. But first off, we're going to start off in the reception prop category. So I do have a reception prop that I like from the Saturday games, and I want to talk about DK Metcalf's reception prop. It's currently sitting at 4.5, and I do like the over here. I like DK Metcalf to have more than 4.5 receptions this week. You look over DK Metcalf's last 5 games, obviously back-to-back games now, game against the Rams, game against the Jets, he went under this line. But this is a line that DK has gone over in a good amount of games this season. During the regular season, in the 17 total games that DK played in, he went over this line in 12 out of 17 games. So he had at least 5 receptions in 12 out of 17 games this season. He's averaging around like 5.3 receptions per game this season. And the targets have been there as well. We know in the Seattle offense, DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, those are going to be the 2 guys that get a lot of the volume from Geno Smith. And Geno Smith's played really well this season. Definitely has played a lot better than I'm sure a lot of people expected. And obviously that's why Seattle's kind of in the playoffs here. This is a spot where I think we're going to have to see Seattle throw the ball. They're going on the road to face a really good 49ers team. Right now in this game, the 49ers, they are favored by 9.5. So this does feel like a spot where Seattle will probably be playing from behind. San Fran's got a really good defense overall, but they've been really good against the run this season. They've been one of the best teams stopping the run. I don't really see Seattle having much success running the ball here. I think game script is going to force them to throw. And if Geno Smith has to throw the ball like 35, 40 times, I mean, we know who he's going to. He's going to DK Metcalf. He's going to Tyler Lockett. There's a very good chance you see both these guys get double-digit targets. And again, Metcalf, I mean, he's had 5 receptions in he's had 5 receptions in 12 out of 17 games this season. So he's gone over this line in a large majority of the games he played during the regular season. Now in the playoffs, even though the matchup's a little bit tougher, these teams have faced twice this season. DK did go over this line last time they faced San Francisco. I believe he had 7 receptions in that game. They played on December 15th. He saw 9 targets, had 7 receptions. And then they did play earlier in the season. On week 2, he had 6 targets, only 4 receptions. So his 2 games against San Fran this season, 4 receptions and 7 receptions. But again, I just think, in this game script, the Seahawks are going to be playing from behind. They're going to have to throw. You look at the odds on this play as well. Right now on DraftKings Sportsbook, the odds are pretty heavily favoring the over here. Minus 130 on the over 4.5 receptions for DK Metcalf right now. So that's another good thing to see. Always like to see some good odds on some of these props. And minus 130 on the over. Juice is favoring the over here. I like DK to get at least 5 catches this week. I think game script, again, going to force Seattle to throw here. I don't see them. I mean, they could maybe pull off the upset against San Fran. I think San Fran probably wins this game. And I think, again, game script will be forcing Seattle to drop back here. So that's the first play I like from one of the Saturday games. Then going to the Sunday games, a fantasy score prop I like from the Sunday games is going to be Josh Allen's fantasy score. This is one that I've played a ton this season. I feel like Prizepicks has underprojected Josh Allen a lot this year with their fantasy score. 22.5 fantasy score is his projection this week, and I also like the over on this one as well. This is a line that Josh Allen has gone over in a large majority of his games during the regular season. So he played 16 regular season games. Obviously, the 17th game against Cincinnati, that one got postponed. He's played 16 regular season games this season. He's gone over this line in 11 out of 16 games. He's gone over in, I think, 3 straight. Yeah, he's gone over in 3 straight games. And we know like Josh Allen, I mean, he's one of the best fantasy quarterbacks. The Bills in general are one of the best offenses in the league. They're also one of the most, pass heavy offenses in the league. They love to throw the ball. We saw them, I think last time they played Miami, they threw the ball a ton. Well, they threw the ball 40 times last time they played Miami, but they also faced Miami earlier in the season, and that was a game where Josh Allen threw the ball 63 times. I'm not expecting 63 pass attempts for Josh Allen here, but clearly, 45, 50 pass attempts is always on the table for Josh Allen. I think my one concern with this play is, can Buffalo put up a fight here to where, Buffalo, or can Miami put up a fight here to where Buffalo has to keep their foot on the gas pedal? That's kind of my main concern because, Miami's going to be coming into this game shorthanded. No Tua, no Teddy Bridgewater. They're going to be starting Skylar Thompson, their third string quarterback. Buffalo's favored by like 2 touchdowns. They're expected to win this game pretty easily. If Miami can put up a fight and make Buffalo keep their foot on the gas pedal, this could easily be a spot where Josh Allen, throws for 250 yards, 2 touchdowns, has 40, 50 rushing yards, maybe gets a rushing touchdown. We know there's a lot of ways for him to go over this fantasy score line because he can do it in the air or through the air. He can do it on the ground as well. And if you look at the totals for this week's games, for the 6 total games, this game doesn't have like the highest total. It only has a 43.5 total. But the Bills have the highest team total on the slate. So the Bills are implied for over 4 touchdowns this week. They have a 28.5 implied team total. If the Bills wind up scoring 4 touchdowns in this game, there's a very good chance that 2, 3, if not all 4 of those touchdowns are coming through Josh Allen, whether he's throwing the ball or whether he's running the ball. Again, we know he's one of these guys that can do everything. Just he can get it done through the air, on the ground. You look at his props kind of like across the board this week. I think his pass yard prop is set at like, where is it at? It's set at 250 or 260. Yes, 260.5. So let's say Josh Allen throws for 260 yards. Well, that's like, what is that? I think that's like 11 or 12 fantasy points, somewhere around there, maybe 10 or 11 fantasy points. So if he throws for 260 yards, that's like 10, 11 fantasy points. You look at his passing touchdown prop, it's set at 1.5, heavily favoring the over though, minus 165 on the over 1.5 touchdowns for Josh Allen, passing touchdowns. So, if he throws 2 touchdowns, you can add 8 points there, and now you're at, like 19, 18, 19 points. Take a look at his rushing, yards. How many rushing yards is he projected for? His rushing yard line is sitting at 49.5. So if he has 49, 50 rushing yards, that's 5 additional points right there. So you kind of add all these numbers up, and it definitely is more than 22.5 fantasy score. It might actually be a little bit more, like 23, 24. I think against this Miami team that, defensively has not been great this season. They're giving up the second most fantasy points to quarterbacks per game this year. I think it's a really good spot for this Bills offense to just kind of, beat down on Miami. Again, I hope Miami puts up a fight. We'll see how they play here. If they put up a fight and Buffalo has to keep their foot on the gas pedal, I really like Josh Allen's chances of going over this fantasy score. Even if Buffalo blows them out, I mean, we've seen, like, even when Buffalo's playing with a big lead, we've seen them still just throw the ball a ton. Like, they don't care. They'll just put up a ton of points. So, give me the over 22.5 fantasy score for Josh Allen as the second pick for today. And then third and final pick I like from the Monday night game, want to go to the passing touchdowns category. And this is a new stat that Prizepicks added. They have touchdown combos for, like, I know they've had some for, like, rushing, receiving. So for here, they have rushing plus receiving touchdowns, and it's like usually a group of players. For example, Brandon Ayuk, George Kittle, those guys to have at least 1 rushing or receiving touchdown. You can either say more or less. Well, now they added passing touchdowns, and if you look, they have Dak Prescott and Tom Brady for 3.5 passing touchdowns combined. And I like these guys to go over this line. I think we'll see these guys combined for 4 passing touchdowns, whether it means they both throw 2, whether it means maybe Dak throws 3, Brady throws 1, Brady throws 3, Dak throws 1. Maybe one guy has a really big game and throws for 4 touchdowns. But I like the chances of both these guys to combine for at least 4 passing touchdowns. You look at the passing touchdowns props on DK Sportsbook right now. So basically, Dak is like even money. He's pretty much even money on his odds. But Brady is heavily favoring the over. He's minus 150 to go over 1.5 passing touchdowns. And I know, Dak and Brady have both not had the best seasons overall. I think this season, let's see how many touchdowns Brady throws. So Brady's thrown 25 touchdowns this season, obviously a lot lower than a lot of people expected. I think going into the season, his touchdown prop was 30 something. He threw 25. And then Dak this season, I think he's thrown 23 touchdowns. So both these guys, like, it's not like they've thrown a ton of touchdowns this season, but Dak as of late, to end the regular season, 2, 3, 3 passing touchdowns, 3, 2, 2, like basically over his last like 10 games, he's had 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 1, 3, 3, 2, and 1. So there's only been like 2 games out of his last 10 where he's had 1 passing touchdown. He's had 2 or more in most of those games. And then we look at Tom Brady and his passing touchdowns. He's had 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 2, 2, 2, and then 1, 1, 0. But Brady has started to find a groove. He really started the season off poorly. Like, he was not throwing many touchdowns at all. But as of late, the touchdowns have definitely been there. 2, 2, 1, 3, like kind of over his last like 5 or 6 games. And we know the pass attempts are going to be there. And that's what I really like for Brady, is that this Tampa Bay team, like, they're just going to throw the ball a ton. I think they lead the league in pass attempts per game. If not, they're really close. You look at Brady's pass attempts, like the last 7, 8 games. Besides last week against Atlanta, where he didn't even play the full game, 45 pass attempts against Carolina, 48, 44, 55, 54. This team throws the ball a ton. When they get in the red zone, they're going to throw the ball. We've seen even when they get kind of near the goal line, they'll still run pass plays. That's touchdowns are obviously tough to predict. You never know how many touchdowns a quarterback's going to throw on a given week. But I think this is a game that could have some points scored in it. Anytime I'm looking to target passing touchdown props, I want to try and target them. If I'm taking an over, I want to try and target them in games that are projected to be somewhat high scoring. And if you look at the total in this Tampa Bay Dallas game, it does have a pretty decent total, 45.5 total, which of the 6 games on the slate, that is the third highest on the slate, I believe. Yeah, third highest on the slate, behind the Vikings and Giants game, and then behind the Chargers and Jacksonville game. So the third highest total on the slate of the 6 games this week. I think these guys can combine for 4 touchdowns, whether it means they both throw 2, maybe one guy throws 3, the other guy throws 1. But if we're going to see, 45 total points scored in this game, as long as all the touchdowns aren't coming through the ground, there's definitely a good chance that, some of those touchdowns are coming through the air. Obviously, hopefully Dak will be throwing them, and then Brady will be throwing them, especially with how much Tampa Bay throws the ball, with how much they drop back. I definitely like Brady's chances of throwing 2 touchdowns most weeks. I think Dak can definitely get back on a groove here. I know Dak's kind of been struggling lately, but heading into the playoffs, I expect both these quarterbacks to play well. And I like this play. I've never done these touchdown combos before. This is the first time I've done a touchdown combo play, but I do like this one when I was looking through the board. So that's what I'm going to be playing. 3 picks I like for these NFL games this weekend, guys, for the wild card round. I'm excited for the NFL playoffs to start. Definitely going to be checking out these games, watching these games on this weekend. But if you guys are going to be telling me on these plays, I do wish you the best of luck. As always, appreciate you guys checking out these Prizepicks videos every week, whether it be NBA videos or checking out the NFL videos. Thank you guys so much for your support. Hit that like button if you guys do enjoy these videos. Hit that subscribe button if you have not yet. And again, if you guys are new to Prizepicks, if you have not checked out Prizepicks yet, you look at the bottom of the screen. When you do sign up for Prizepicks with my promo code NOAH, you will get your first deposit matched up to $100 when you do sign up for Prizepicks with my promo code. Definitely check them out if you guys have not yet. But best of luck this week, guys. Enjoy the playoff games. Enjoy your weekend. And we will see you guys in the next one. Peace.